Welcome to Ivy's Flower Garden. I'm going to talk to you guys today about this banana plant. I'm just probably going to hold the camera on the banana plant most of the time too. So here's what we're doing. I got this plant and I was having problems with it, and I was trying to Google what to do with a banana plant when you're growing it in your house, and not a lot of resources out there. I'm pretty sure there wasn't a video on YouTube regarding that either. So here we go. This is what we're doing. This plant came in a black pot, cracked down the side with some regular old dirt from the ground here in Maryland. And it had a bunch of leaves. I think there's 5 on there. And it started to wilt. And I thought, oh, well, maybe it's because it's on my front porch and it gets a lot of intense sun in the summer. From like morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's just straight sun. So I scooted it behind the pole so that it was in the shade but still had the light. And then gave it water. Water. I kept watering. I said, this is not helping. It is not perking back up. And I was like, good grief, I've killed this plant that my mother-in-law gave me. Well, failure, right? Epic fail. So I brought it in. What did I do? I took it down to the greenhouse. And I took most of the dirt out of that pot. I got it a new pot, mixed up some potting soil, which I add peat moss and perlite to regular potting mix. Put it in this little container here, and I hit it with some fertilizer. I used this, which is just kind of a low fertilizer, but I think because it said tomato, I thought, well, tomato is a fruit, and a banana tree is kind of a fruit. It's a fruit, right? Sure, it's a fruit. Of course, a banana is a fruit. And I used that. So I thought, okay, that'll be good, right? Right. So I brought it in the house because I was worried that it was too hot outside, which is silly. It's a banana plant, right? They grow in hot climates. But our windows are open in the summer anyway. So here it was, sitting in this window since the end of August, the beginning of September, and this is what it started to look like. Whoa, everything turning brown. So I texted my friend and I said, hey, do you think that I should just cut all of the brown off? Because I saw that I had that new stalk growing out the top. And I thought, okay, so it's not dead. So let's take some of the, the old off to give it kind of a fresh start and some more power. Or energy, I'm sorry, more energy to grow, not have to spend the energy on the dying leaves. So here's what I've come up with. I think that the falling off of the leaves is an annual event for a banana plant because they're tall plants, right? They're trees. So they have a long stalk and then the palms at the top. So very palm tree-like. So I think losing your plant, your flowers annually, your leaves at the top of the plant annually is a pretty typical progression of the banana plant. I'm just not sure that you would lose all of them at the same time like what happened on mine. I'd be interested if you guys know. Post because that anybody has any information would be great. I just also wanted to point out that as the leaves grow, sometimes they split. So what happens is this is a new leaf coming off here. It gets heavy on this end, and where it's still curled here gets a split in it. So the splitting of the leaves and the browning of the edges is fine. What you don't want to see, I think, is you don't want to see like your leaves turning brown in the middle of the leaf. Like you wouldn't want this part just to start turning brown here. That would not be good. But the edges kind of drying up and becoming crinkly is just a byproduct of them splitting, I believe. So that's the banana plant story. And it's been sitting here since the beginning of September. It's February 26th. Cannot wait until spring. I will be posting more videos. We're going to put some fence up, and I think we're going to try to raise some cattle. Seems a little crazy, but we're going to give it a go. And I've got chicken videos I can post of hatching eggs from our incubator. I might put some of those up for people if you guys want to see that. And what else? I guess that's really it for now. We'll get out in the garden soon. A couple more weeks. I've got things coming up. My daylilies are coming up, actually, as well as my hostas, and of course tulips and daffodils. Early surprises, spring surprises. I'm not sure what they have, different names for different areas. People call them different things, but they're one of my favorite plants. They're coming up. So exciting stuff going on. I will catch everyone later. Have a wonderful afternoon. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for visiting.